Welcome back, feelers and deep thinkers, to the Empath Experience. I'm your host, Cheyenne, here to navigate with you the beautiful mess of being human. So get comfy, get a drink, your favorite snack, and tune in where your feelings are front and centered. Welcome back, y'all. I know you guys see I have a brand new guest host. So go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yo, Wagwan people. It's Kendall, a.k.a. KLG.
Hey.
Shout out to Flatbush. Back.
Back.
You feel me?
You already said where you from, and tell them your Instagram.
K.O.G_3OZ.
All right. So you guys know how to follow me at _live_love_shy, and tune into my TikTok, Spotify, and Instagram profile with __ the Empath Experience. So yeah, you know how we do it. Thumbs up if you're feeling good. Thumbs in the middle if you're feeling okay. Thumbs down if you alright, you know? Well, thumbs down if you're just not feeling it today, okay? Where you at today? I'm here. I'm a thumbs up. I'm active. You know, who's calling my phone? How you feeling?
I'm good. All right, everything good.
You're happy you're
feeling
breathing?
Good. Hell yeah. Everything good. Grateful.
All right, so let's just start off with a little quick icebreaker. If your brain had a theme song that played every time you had a thought, what would it be?
God damn.
We gonna get you thinking.
My brain had a theme song.
If your brain had a theme song that played every time you had a thought, what would it be?
I'll say squash. What's the damn foot? Don't you make killing with style? Foot. You ain't never heard that song?
Like, you got it.
You ain't never heard that song?
You gotta sing it for them, because I don't think they know that song.
Watch you make me killing with style.
Okay.
Foot. Foot. You have to use your foot. But
So that's how you feel every time you have a thought?
Yeah.
Is it only good thoughts? Or is it like thoughts when you're feeling your best?
Well, it's thoughts where it's like it get me feeling good, made me feel like I'm gonna move. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. That's one song. I have many songs though.
What's the other
song?
So you didn't want to share it with us?
Damn. It's another song called Ace Hood. Hustle Hard. That
Hustle.
too. Yeah.
Hustle hard. Yeah, I felt that. Damn, what is my theme song? Oh, my theme song, I actually heard it the other day. And it's crazy because it's been a while since I heard that song, or I actually tuned in because it's been a mental note, you know? But it's Superstar by Luke Fiasco.
And you
say you are
yeah. Okay.
a superstar. Yeah.
All right.
That's definitely my song. And then since we on the Caribbean side, I ain't gonna lie, it would have to be what's it called? It's like, I love oldies, but people interpret oldies as sad.
Nah, because I was playing oldies when I was coming here.
Right.
So like,
oldies get me right. And this is one oldies is called Leave People Business. And that is what Leave People Business Alone.
Yeah.
And that and Never This Man, those are the two songs that I think it's the frequencies of the songs from oldies that gets me. It lowers my anxiety. Like, I feel good. Like, I feel chilled. I'm able to, like, you know, just complete what I got to complete. So, yeah, those would be the songs. You like the icebreaker question?
Yeah, that was valid. I fuck with it.
So we're just gonna jump right into it. I feel like today I wanted to pick your brain on like passion and purpose and like internal fulfillment. So like, do you practice religion or are you religious?
I'm not necessarily.
What was the side for?
All right.
It's a safe space.
Yeah. So
So don't be in the comments saying all the gospel literatures because
You
everybody
feel me?
practice spirituality different.
I'm not necessarily religious. But I take little seeds of knowledge from each religion though. You know? But I prefer not to be restricted in a way. to a certain extent.
To a certain belief.
Yeah. So.
I agree. I agree. You're not alone in this convo. I believe in spirituality.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I will consider myself. I started off in the church as a spiritual Baptist, so that's like
me as well. Yeah.
Right. That's, if you Caribbean, you know, that's a whole different. It's Christianity, but it's deeper. They're more into like how it affects you, like internally. I think I'm explaining it right, but that's what I got out of it. Like, it's more intimate. Like, there's 5 people in the church. There's not a big church, you know. So, but I generally believe all the religions are the same. I'm actually like fascinated with Islam. You know, I recently just lost my dad, and he was Muslim. So, like, eventually, I want to get to a point where I'll tap into that religion as well. I want to tap into so many things. Like, just as if, like, I love meeting new people and, like, picking people's brain. I like picking people's, what they do, like, you know, or why they believe what they believe. So, yeah, I would say I'm the same. So, I believe in a higher power.
With that, like, with one thing for me, that I even picked out of Islam was fasting, doing Ramadan. That's one thing that.
Did you fast this Ramadan?
This Ramadan, no. I didn't fast this Ramadan, no. I tried.
I've seen a lot of people fast.
I tried.
Right.
Fucked up. Oh, be careful. But yeah, you know,
I ain't gonna bleep it out.
But you know, that right there though is very that strike a nerve for me, because with fasting and all that, it gives you a stronger connection with Creator.
Now, do you feel fasting is like something that gets you stronger to the religion or stronger to self?
Stronger to self, because in my humble opinion, I feel like the Most High is within, and everybody carry that power. Yeah, everybody carry that power, you know?
Right.
So, and also it helps me with writing as well too, because it's easier to channel. Because, you know, sometimes when you eat, and say for instance you're going to go write, sometimes it might disrupt certain messages that's coming, so it'll take you longer to like plot out. For me, in my humble opinion, it takes longer for me to plot out what I'm trying to do in terms of writing.
I get what you're saying. I'm like a sponge. Food, energy, people. The littlest things could throw my energy off. And I the older I got, I realized that, like, okay, you're a sponge, Cheyenne. It don't matter where I'm at. Like, I will absorb. So, like, but I will say that fasting is for self, you know. I don't eat breakfast. It's called break fast. I've never been a breakfast person. I've never been a breakfast person. And if I am, it's because I haven't eaten the day before.
Right.
So, like, my body is considering it as one long day. And believe it or not, I lost 60 pounds after I was pregnant based off of just intermittent fasting. And that's, like, a different type of fast that people be like, it don't work. But it works if you put your mind to it. That's why I was saying fasting is really an internal thing. Everything you do is internal. So if you want benefit from this fasting, you have to tell yourself you're going to benefit from it. Same thing with medication. Same thing with goals, dreams, everything. So, yeah, I definitely agree.
Intermittent fasting as well, too, is very great.
It's very
because from like 16 hours to 18 hours, I think cells kind of regenerate. If you keep doing intermittent fasting for a certain period of time, cells kind of regenerate and shit like that. That's just from like little research here and there. Right. But intermittent fasting is perfect.
Actually, that's new. I didn't actually hear about that. So what's your current occupation right now?
Current occupation? Like, what do you mean, like artistry, or what do you mean?
What do you do for a living?
What I do for a living?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm a property manager at a storage facility. All right.
I've seen a lot of people get into property management.
Yeah.
Is that like a new thing?
It's.
What are the qualifications?
To be honest with you, I don't even know. Cause when I no.
Sound like you going in deep.
No, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was winging it the whole entire time, interviewing all that. I was winging it.
That's good though.
I was winging
You gotta fake it till you make it.
But it's cool. Where I'm at, it's not a lot of traffic, like in terms of like people and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because where I'm set up, it's a lot of like old people that have been there for like a long time.
So it's a property, like a residential building, a corporate building.
Nah, it's I say it's Cube Smart. Cube Smart. Is it Cube Smart? Cube Smart, yeah. But I'm like tucked off on the side though. Like
Okay.
so it's like old people that have been there for years.
Okay.
So they just come through, pay their bills and shit.
It's a soft job.
Yeah.
I like that for you.
I ain't gonna lie.
I definitely like that for you. In what way do you feel like this job is helping your purpose? Actually, let me ask you, what is your purpose? What do you feel like your purpose is on this earth? I think that's another thing that goes hand in hand with religion.
I feel like my purpose here is to just help inspire people. Also, for people to have like a broader perspective on life as well too. I think that's why I like coming to people's lives and shit like that, just to show people a new perspective and whatnot. And that kind of happens like naturally. Like you know how certain people would just like force certain things on you. Shit just happen naturally. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
I'm not gonna be a favoritism, y'all, but y'all got 2 Leos in the room, okay? 2 Leos in the room, all right? Team Lion, okay? And you just saying that, I feel like we're light.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're light to everything, if that makes sense. If you were trying to hide it, we're gonna bring it out. You feel me?
True.
So I definitely agree with that. You be in people's lives for a season.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, like I just realized sometimes I'm in people's lives to help them to a certain extent, and my mission is fulfilled.
Yeah.
Like it's time to move on.
Mm-hmm.
We still working on that, but yeah. So, in what way does your occupation help your purpose or your passion?
Since it's quiet, I read. Not gonna lie to you.
More free time. Good.
I read, might write a little something.
Mm-hmm.
And also like people don't know this, but now it's coming. I trade. Like I trade like stocks and forex and shit like that. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Do you make money?
Yeah. It's been like not gonna lie to you.
Because they're like so secret about trading. If you notice that, like you gotta get it. You have to learn how to trade from someone who's willing to teach you. Or
that shit took me. All right. So when I first got into trading, right? It was when I was at Amazon. Right? And I was watching this dude called what's his guy name? Doyle Exchange. I think it's Doyle Exchange, I think.
I don't think I've heard of him.
And he's good. Like he's good. When it comes to trading, he is good.
I'm gonna look him up.
So I stumbled upon that video and I just binge watched the whole thing. He even breaks down trading psychology, even certain traumas that you have with money and learning how to have a better relationship with money and your finances and shit like that. So when you go in the market, it's gonna be, you're not really attached to the outcome. Mm-hmm. So it'll be a better result in terms of performance when it comes to trading.
We was actually talking about that in an episode. I think the previous episode we were talking about how money is an energy.
It definitely is.
And I was saying a lot of people are scared to go broke. They're overworking themselves. They're doing this because they feel like without the money they're nothing, and that's not true. You know what I'm saying? Like now, as far as trading, I feel like I don't bet because of probability.
You don't bet because of probability?
I like to know the outcomes of things.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie.
Right. So, all right. Hold on. Because at first, I had that same mindset, right? And it took me at least 6 to 8 months to be like, all right, I'm just gonna release it, let it go, and just trade. No attachment, just trade.
Just do it.
Gotta have a strategy as well too. Your psychology gotta be right because a lot of people coming in with money trauma too.
All right, so I kind of want you to like just go into a little bit more depth. Like, what are your tips? Like, what do you suggest for someone who's fresh into trading, fresh into the knowledge of trading? How would he or she set herself or himself up?
So first off, decide what broker you're gonna use.
Writing.
Because I know Because I know they got like regulated and unregulated brokers and stuff like that.
And the broker is?
Me personally, I use Oanda.
Okay.
Oanda is cool. Y'all could use like what is it called? Mumu? Is it Mumu? Some shit like that. Mumu, Weeble. You can use Weeble as well too.
Okay, not to be slow. What is the role of the broker? Because when people think of brokers, they think of the person that's showing you the apartment. So
yeah, a broker does like handle your trades and whatnot. Also, I could say learning risk to reward, learning how much to risk, because sometimes we want money fast, and sometimes you would like risk. Like, are you sure that you're willing to risk losing 300 to make 500? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I usually do risk to reward ratio about 1-to-1.
Okay.
Just to keep it balanced. And
then
also,
how did you find your broker?
I just researched.
Okay.
Because it's when you do research and stuff like that, like on YouTube and stuff like that, it's a whole bunch of brokers that you could use, but there's regulated and unregulated, so you have to choose what you want. You know. But other than that, yeah, risk to reward. Also, like I said, psychology as well too. Be mindful in terms of money and your relationship with money. It might take a long time for you to like have a better relationship with finances and whatnot. But in terms of mindset, you just gotta have that psychology. You know?
Okay, I feel like you gave us a lot of info. I'm definitely gonna do some research myself, and I suggest you guys too. I do have a friend who's into trading. She teaches trading. She's actually in school right now to learn how to I guess have her own class.
Okay.
So there's that. But yeah, like you said, I think it's the research type of thing. I feel like I get bombarded with a lot of info, so I just I don't care about trading. If I work these hours, I'm gonna get money. You know what I'm saying? But now the older we are, we're looking for financial freedom. Right. We're looking for a softer life, passive income. So, and now that I even have a 2-year-old, I'm just thinking of setting things up for him so, you know, he don't inherit no type of struggle.
Right.
Let's just get back into a little bit more about your music. I know that music is a field that black men, you know, dominate, preferably, and black women. You know, we are very talented, just the race in general. So my question is, as a black man in a career that black men dominate, do you think the music industry is for the black man?
So I'll break it down. Hip hop was ours to begin with. But the thing is, due to corruption and some of these record labels, they just trying to like push out a certain type of frequency. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, and it's like a form of agenda to a certain extent. But I can't speak for all men, but for me, I kind of make music on like a higher frequency. Like I could have fun with the music. I could do these type of things, but I also want to put little seeds of encouragement, put little seeds of knowledge here and there. You feel me? Right. So it won't just be violence, drugs, guns, because everybody has the same story. Everybody has the same story, no matter what hood you come from.
Just got some top.
Exactly. No lie. Every hood got the same story, but it's like, what are you doing that's different? What are you doing that's more vulnerable?
How you stand out?
You know what I'm saying?
Because look, I feel like everybody remember Nipsey. I don't remember
that shit
any
hit.
Nipsey songs.
What?
Nipsey is not mainstream to me.
Look. I'll tell you that. Wait. Hold on.
When you're listening to Nipsey Hussle, you can relate.
Hell yeah. To certain
right
records, yes.
Okay, that female for me will be like R&B women. Like I still listen to Yo-Yo, Queen Latifah. Feel me? That's different, like type of stuff. But I don't like relate with Nipsey. But he is considered mainstream. and he's not considered mainstream for negative things. So I think it is possible. I think it's just like you have to like push through a lot of barriers. That makes sense?
Yeah, and also too, you kind of got to think, because he had a large picture, and he had a good team behind him as well too. So it's not just music. He's building around music, like clothing. He even had like the marathon cups that he was selling in the stores, and also Marathon Burger with shout out to Black Sam. He opened it up in Melrose, doing good right now. So he had a whole team behind him. So he's thinking beyond just the music, you know, because
I get that.
Music. I ain't gonna lie to you. Music is kind of
segue.
It's
Everything
kind of,
is a segue.
you know what I'm saying? It's kind of linear. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like everything is like a umbrella, not an umbrella, but a dot under the umbrella. If that makes sense. Like for example, I have my talk show, my podcast.
Right.
However, eventually I want to get into like nonprofits, mental health. Next month I start school for project management because eventually I want to be a program director, someone in charge of actual impact on mental health. Actually, I feel like a nonprofit helped me feel me with my mental at a really crucial moment in my life. So I feel like I want to give back. But then there's also other things like clothing.
Right, and you could build
with
all of that, right? This is like the centerpiece, but you building around it,
right?
And that's how you create your own foundation too.
True.
Feel me?
Right. It's not always about clout.
Yeah, it's not. It's about building a foundation. That's solid. Because if it's just straight, because at one point when I was younger, like 20, 22, I was just focused on music, and I was not really thinking about other, you know, but still though, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was just thinking about just music, and I was not thinking about other avenues.
So with that being said, do you feel like the overall goal is to seek purpose? Purpose is the foundation.
Basically.
All right. Basically. Money is an energy, and I feel like I've been in a scarcity mindset for a while. I think that I'm about to get back into pouring into myself rather than pouring into a company or a job. So what you said before, as in like, you know, you thought that at one point that if you didn't know the outcome, you don't know if it's worth it. And so I'm starting to realize you just got to risk it.
Yeah. To a certain extent.
Oh.
To a certain extent. Because you have strategy. Don't negate the strategy. You have strategy. So to a certain extent, it's not really a risk like that. You know what I'm saying? Once you have like a certain kind of confidence in your strategy and you see the constant results, then the confidence comes in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, shit like that. But
so would you suggest trading to everyone? Do you think I should start trading?
I suggest trading to everybody. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I heard that.
I suggest trading to everyone. Cause guess what? If you put even $50 every week in the Forex market, futures market, stock market, $50 every week, small, and make small trades and don't be too attached to it, you're gonna learn.
So yeah, I have Dogecoin, and I have SPY.
You got SPY.
And I think for me, things are visual.
Okay.
Trading is not visual.
Trading is not visual?
It is visual, but when people explain it to you, it's not visual. I would rather someone take out what they're doing, trading, and be like, okay, so this is what it is, this then give you 1,000 of info. I feel like people, like trading is like a manipulation tactic sometimes when people are like explaining it to you. Like you're not explaining nothing, you know? And sometimes I be thinking like people don't want you to know.
All right, so we about to go. All right. Now the history starts now.
Okay.
So let me sit up for this. All right. So when I started trading, getting into trading, it was a few years back, right? My boy Angus put me on. Shout out to Angus. Feel me? He put me on. It's called IML or LML or something like that. IML, something like that, right? You know, back then when they had the group, the Forex group and all that. You don't remember?
I was in Forex.
You was in for the Forex group when they had the groups and the you feel me?
I lasted a week. I remember it was like everybody was saying this shit was a cult. Like they were running you down. Forex was like the new. They weren't scammers, but they were the new mentors. I actually have a friend. Shout out to you, Kyla. She was heavy in it, and I think Max. This is my son Maxwell. He was heavy in it as well, and those were the two people that were trying to get me involved. And I was just right there with Kyla, and then it was just like, yeah, I'm not.
This shit, yeah.
Because I ain't gonna lie. I'm really, I used to be an input-output type of person. Okay. So if I put in 40 hours, I'm getting this amount of money. Yeah. Because I like to plan.
Yeah. You gotta see that shit. Yeah.
It's like a control tactic. Then it's like now I just gotta go with the flow.
But look, with that, right? With the IML or what happened, right? I was in it for a couple months. I wasn't seeing no results, right? So.
How much were you putting in?
I wasn't putting in nothing. I was doing the damn. I was putting the damn. What do you call that shit? I was doing the practice on the charts. I was practicing on the charts, like learning different indicators and whatnot, stuff like that, right? And I was like, this ain't working. I ain't gonna lie to you, this ain't working. Right. So that's when I branched off and actually learned how to trade, learn the schematics of how to trade. Like literally get on the charts.
What's that guy's name? Let me write that down.
Yes. Please do.
Yeah, I should take this down too.
Yeah, Doyle Exchange.
I need that.
I ain't gonna lie. If you put this on, I might have to tag him too. I ain't gonna lie to you.
We need a sponsor.
I ain't gonna lie.
But I just like that people don't gatekeep info. So
I ain't gatekeeping.
I love learning from people. So
I don't gatekeep nothing.
I don't. Do you feel like I do feel like I'm always putting people on. Like I'm always have my eyes open to help, if that's it, like, or put the info out there. I'm not gonna lie. So have you made any money from? Yeah,
making money now and compounding.
What you at?
What I'm at? Wait. What are you doing?
I want to know.
What are you doing? Hey, man.
See, I'm still trying to figure out the outcome. Like,
hey, man. But it's good. But the thing is,
so you don't want to talk about your trades.
Yeah, but the thing is though, when you win, you win. When you lose, you lose. But the thing about it is, there's always tomorrow. Because sometimes, like even earlier on my early trading stage, when I used to lose, I'm like, yo, I'm done. I'm out. I'm vexed for the whole day. I'm outside vexed.
So is that similar to FanDuel?
FanDuel?
Would you consider FanDuel, DraftKings, and all the bettings? Would you consider that good investments?
I don't know on that part. That part, I don't know. I have people that do the FanDuel and DraftKings and all that, but I ain't tapped into that. Yeah. That's a different.
I'll be betting.
You be betting? So how the hell input, output, that shit
it's
not
$5 pay. And you get paid out almost 1,000 plus. Now that is the outcome. I could risk that. I could risk $5. But that's why I said scarcity is a mindset. I feel like the older I got, and then now that my mom, I started counting every dollar. Like, oh my God, I gotta make my dollar work for me. I gotta make my, And, this is why they be saying, like, trauma plays a part as well, because the more traumatic I was, the more I isolated. I'm not meant to be isolated. I am a person of networking.
That's true.
I'm meant to be around different people, but the trauma had me want to just be by myself. So I probably missed out on a couple things, but at the same time, what's for you will be for you. So the info will be there, I guess.
That's true.
Back to your passion and your purpose. Do you feel like you enjoy working?
A job?
In general.
I enjoy working, doing what I like to do. But
everybody loves that.
You feel me? But I like a job. Nah, not really. I feel like there's like a constriction in a way, because with me, I ain't gonna lie to you. Keep it a buck. I curse a lot. I ain't gonna lie to you. I work on that though.
I ain't not a curse.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I curse a lot. So like,
what you gonna do when you got kids? Your kids gonna be cursing.
Nah,
I know my son heard shit a couple times.
I gotta work on that. But like in real life, like I'm bubbly. I joke, I curse a lot. In in the work world, it's kind of like, you put with certain people, certain energies might not mix, you know. So it's like, you gotta pull away from certain people and just do the work, just do the job.
I think I have a problem with authority. I don't like authority, and it's not that I don't like authority. I generally don't need you there. You get what I'm saying? And I feel like authority is meant to authoritize, right?
Yeah.
That was so many syllables. So it's like they're constantly like, "Oh, Shy, can you do this, do this?" It's not you telling me what to do. I'm gonna finish the task.
Right.
So, you know, I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna always finish it. I don't like it when somebody's under me. I do better alone. I'm one of those people, if you're staring at me doing something, I might fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, I gotta be by myself. Like, get out my kitchen. Don't watch me do my makeup. I need to be by myself. So it's like, I don't think that working is an issue for me if it's something something that is worth working towards. Right. That makes sense? Yeah. As far as slavery, because that's what we're gonna call the working world, slavery.
It really is. It really is.
I just feel like it's another system, you know? Just like schools were originally set out for the industrialized era. Yeah. The bells, the lunchtime. Cattle. They're basically pure cattle. From day one, they're setting us up to be slaves to work. Yeah. So I don't mind working it, like you said, if it's something working towards too. Yeah. However, I think now in this present day and age, I'm like in between a 9-to-5 and entrepreneurship. Right. So like, you know what I'm saying?
And also too, I feel like investments is very important. Where you put your money counts. Cause at one point I had a scarcity mindset as well too, but it clicked. It's just like, yo, you gotta put your money in certain assets. I'm gonna give y'all one, right? Whole life insurance policies. Whole life insurance policies.
Like Primerica?
No, not Primerica. No, not Primerica. No.
Nah, there's nothing wrong with Primerica.
I mean,
that's the one you know.
But like with like whole life insurance policies and stuff like that, you have a cash value, right? That you put money into, and it grows, and you could borrow against it, right? Without touching the overall death benefit. So say for instance, your overall debt benefit is like what, like $500,000 or whatnot, right? And you put in $500 a month or $1,000 or $2,000 a month in your high value cash savings. For me,
like how you
you could borrow against it and it won't affect the death benefit at all, and you're paying yourself back as well too when you borrow. So that means that down too. So that means that you pay yourself back plus the interest, so you're getting more on top, and plus it comes with a dividend as well too.
I feel like you just gotta hustle. You really do have to hustle.
Hustle smart.
Yeah.
Because that's what wealthy people do. They put their shit even with I think it's Disney. I think it was Disney, if I'm not mistaken. They actually, when they was on the brink of bankruptcy, they used a whole life insurance policy to get them back.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's really you just gotta be smart with where you putting your money, because wealthy people do that too.
No, they do. Do you feel like you are in music for the money?
Nah, I do music because I really like it.
So it doesn't matter if you're not discovered?
Nah, it don't matter for me. Early stages, yeah. But then after a while, I'm just like, nah. I'm just going to do it because I actually like to do it.
I get that. Because it's like the more you do things because you want to do it, I feel like the money comes along.
Yeah.
When I first started this, it was initially to, oh my God. Because I started my podcast before all you guys started having podcasts. I just wasn't up to it, Right. I kept thinking like, oh my God, it needs to look a certain way. It needs to be this. But now I just enjoy talking to people. I use y'all.
Yeah.
Use
in a good way. Like, yes, I understand what you're saying.
God. It's more so like you guys are my purpose. You know, if that makes sense. I'm a conversationalist, and I'm gonna take this from one of my close friends. I'm a conversationalist. I like speaking to people, learning about different people. It's networking. You know, I know I have a certain light, and I just want to know what the other person knows. You know, like I want to pick at your brain, pick at your personality, everything. Like, and I think that's very rare right now. Right. So yeah, I definitely use this as that outlet. But if I become better than Angela Yee, then so be it. So be it. But that's what it is. So just tell the people what you got going on, like new products. I know you just dropped a new video.
Yeah.
You're really good. He's a really good lyricist, y'all. Y'all should tune in.
So it's the video that Cheyenne was talking about is in New York City by KLG. I have an EP soon. I have no idea what I'm gonna call it, but I have an EP coming out soon though. So yeah,
is
look
it
out
like
for
something
that.
you gonna know once you put it out? You'll know the name?
Probably, cause I be doing things on, like, I do things on the fly. Like when it comes to putting out projects and stuff like that, I might just be doing it on the fly. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I might come up with a name.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tune in, y'all. Y'all got his Instagram. How about I give you one word, 3 different words, and you're gonna like rap 2-3 sentences to it.
Oh, you want me freestyle?
Freestyle.
Oh shit! You put me on the spot, bro. I don't even freestyle like that.
Take 5. Take 5.
Feel me?
Go ahead. Let me hear you talk that.
Oh, you want me? I'm about. Nah. I don't need that. I don't need that. I said, let me find something. I said, hey, yo, as I breathe life in the microphone, wave your text in the air like we flying in drones. Lyrically, I'm nice. What you think I'm at war for? Cause I'm good at flipping out like parkour, murder you verbally. Cause I know you never heard of me. Yo, I plan it like it's Mercury for certainly. I see through, fuck your philosophy properly. I cause havoc, who really stopping me? Tell me, what do you see when you look in my eyes? With a mind as fat as Buddha and heart of a samurai. Child of a miracle, word to divine and very lyrical. Not afraid to shake your spirit, I'm metaphysical. Sicker than sickle cell, drop dimes without the wishing well. I give you hell, surrounded by bars. In this prison cell, gotta fight to survive, my nigga, I'm living proof. Cause it's space for a few, like a 2-door coupe. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh,
hey, listen.
You know what I will say? For knowing you for so long, I didn't even tell them how we knew each other in the beginning. I usually do that with the host. Yeah. But for knowing you for so long, it's like your wordplay, everything. Like I see the growth, and I'm definitely proud of you. Like it's definitely there.
Appreciate that.
You don't hear a lot of substance in music these days. So that's definitely different. With that being said, what's your one word to sum up this episode? After you just gave us that amazing performance.
All right, one word. Will. That's all I can say. Will.
Will, like Smith?
Nah, not Will like Smith, but just Will, like, you know, in anything that you're going through in life, sometimes you need to cultivate the will to go and find a way. You got to have that curiosity in your brain, but also match it with the will. You know what I'm saying? And then...
I definitely know what you're saying. I think my word will be artistic. 2 people, passions. Leo gang, just saying. That's one thing I can't say about Leos though. I'm not gonna lie, like we really Jacksonville traits. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in, and see you next time. If this felt good or helped even a little bit, give it a thumbs up. Want more moments like this? Hit subscribe. Take care of you always. Whether you're riding the emotional coaster or just need a moment to vent, this is your space to feel it all. No judgment, just good vibes and good conversations. See you guys next time. Later, friends.